Oh God! What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome, and if you're an old moldy fireman's hat from Lithuania like this one, welcome back. Today I am out on the creek with Pioneer Paulie on one of his claims. While he is doing some underwater hiking, I will be doing some above ground hiking with a gold monster and a gold pan in search of that elusive shiny yellow rock. Now I'm still acclimatizing myself to BC gold. It's only about my third or fourth session out so far, and I'm learning lots. It's amazing to work A, a new river, and B, different geology. So this video is going to be mostly about the motivation that you need to keep looking for gold, because it takes a lot of practice and a lot of persistence to get out on any new creek and start finding it. Once you develop that knowledge bank of finding gold though, you'll have no issue getting out there and doing it, and that's exactly what we're doing today. I just woke up from a nap. I finally got a really good signal here. I've scratched back some of the moss and I think I can see it. I'll just try and like full gold. So we know that that is pure metal. But I'm thinking, careful look, I reckon that that is it. Yeah, that's an old lead bullet. Now, the first is his bullet. Hey, so I'll tell you what gets your heart racing, followed by severe disappointment, is a piece of aluminium foil that's coloured gold. A slight change of tactics. I have been detecting now for a couple of hours, excluding the time I took for a nap, and I found lots of bits of crud, bullets, bits of steel, aluminium foil. Now I know there's detectable gold here, but I'm not having terribly much luck at the moment in finding it. So I'm going to go back to a little bit of panning. What I've done is I've come to an area just down here where I was getting a lot of iron targets. I pulled out like 5 or 6 little pieces of iron from this area, and it's directly in the path of a diverted flow. Up here we have a massive boulder that is easily 8 foot tall, and it diverts the river from coming straight to coming around here. Now these big large boulders and mixed in with a lot of this other cobble right on top of bedrock, solid bits of bedrock like this, might be a good place to check for gold, especially considering I'm already finding a lot of metal. One piece from the first pan. So we know the gold's there, but we're not yet on that beautiful bedrock.
Oh God!
I keep getting distracted by the amazing autumn colors that we've got going on. I just took a test sample up from on that bench and we came out with a couple of little pieces of gold. Nothing major, one there and one over here. There we go. Every time it happens to me, it happens to Paulie, I'm sure many other YouTubers, that you just like, oh, you know, we're struggling today, I'm not gonna worry about filming this one, and you should have filmed it. Yeah, it just happened. It's just scratching away where the blue handled scraper tool was. Got down into a crevice. I was only getting micro dots. I mean, I wasn't even keeping them in my pan. And then I revealed this one and bam! Oh, look at that. It's a real bit of gold. It gets so hard, like so hard to just keep going and keep going when you don't get any pans with anything worth in it for hours. And like, you know, that persistence, what I said at the start, is so important, because if you persist, you will find gold. That is a nice picker and it's got a mate. So it's here, it's definitely here, it's just finding those locations. And the thing about changing countries, changing areas, geological zones, is that when you haven't worked them, you don't have that like home ground advantage. The only way of doing that is to get on the ground and actually try. And I get asked every single day where the best spots are, and I can't honestly tell you, because you have to be out there trying, and that's what we're doing today. That's why we call it prospecting and not gold finding. It's really, really simple to go out and just find gold. Everyone would be doing it. Now, I have to get out here and try and build my knowledge bank so I can find more gold than I already have. Very next pan out of that spot, and we got another nice little chunky piece. So I think the new plan will be to work this bedrock. Now, I am not far from the original hole where I was only pulling those micros out. That's only just there. But the difference is I started working these ones where they're much tighter cracks. They're not as open, and that seems to be holding the gold here. And they're also protected by those big boulders in the background. Now, you may have seen on Pioneer Paulie's channel, and let's face it, if you're watching mine, you're probably watching his, where you see the bedrock fracture up and he pulls out really good gold. Well, this is where I'm finding my best gold. As soon as the bedrock starts to fracture in these tight little cracks, it opens right up and you get more and more dirt out of it. And the reason is this. See these? These are tree roots. Now, you can find gold within like the first 6 foot of bedrock. And what I mean by that is, you hit bedrock, you could probably go down 6 foot in some places and still be pulling out gold. And it's because tree roots bury their way down through it over time, and more gravel follows those cracks that the trees make. So when you hit bedrock, don't be afraid. It's very important to break it up. That's where your best gold's going to be hiding. And that's what we got for breaking up that bedrock. We went down about a foot or 30 centimeters into the bedrock, and we pulled out about 15 specks of gold, including some nice coarse pieces. And just to show you how fickle the gold game is, we got absolutely nada out of that perfectly packed crevice with no result. And that's just what happens when you're building up your knowledge bank. You got to keep going, keep looking, like I did before. Wasn't expecting anything. Looked like a terrible crevice, and bam, got a picker. That looked perfect, bam, got nothing. This is the finished bedrock crack and the last pan that I'm going to do for today before I wander back down and see how Paulie's underwater hike went. So we'll get this done, and then I guess we'll show you the gold. Well, not too shabby for the last pan. I mean, like, that spot finally produced gold after struggling all day to get onto it. Now, I'm quite a ways upstream. I detected for a long time to get up to where I am, and Paulie started back where we parked the car, and he's had a hell of a day. He just told me a story that I'm keen as to see in this pan.
You're gonna like it.
He's not even going to show me on camera. He said he wants to clean it up before he brings it over. So he's had a cracking day by the sounds of it.
Black sounds, but
Holy crap. I wanted to add a really big swear word in there, but that is absolutely huge gold. That's ridiculous.
Man. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna tell them the story.
Hey, look at that rough bit.
Let me tell them the story.
Oh, he wants to tell you a story, but I just wanted to show you the pornography that I've got in my hand. That's a specimen too. There's quartz in that.
Is there?
Yeah, that's specimen, man.
Okay, so I was getting skunked all day. I lost my snuffer bottle. I was running out of air, and I was just so frustrated. And then I see this guy. I see this little nugget like in a pocket, and I'm like, holy cow, let me get the camera, And then I wanted to slowly work my way up to it. And when I started to work my way up to it, nugget. And I'm like, yes! And then I looked anywhere around, nothing. So sometimes that's just how you find them. You find pockets, baby.
That's a pocket, man. What? Have a guess. How much you reckon is there? I reckon there's probably. Oh God, they're all like multiple gram pieces.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I'm gonna guess it probably 7 to 10 grams in there.
Yeah,
maybe more. Probably more. Looking at that, actually, dead set. There's some weight in that piece. That is a serious piece of gold. Yeah. If you've made it this far into my video, then this is exactly what I was talking about before. Like, you cannot get gold like that by just sitting on your laurels and giving up super early. You got to keep going. Otherwise you won't have anything to eat, and that sucks because you'll just starve to death. Well, after that nugget extravaganza, this is sort of embarrassing. That's the gold I got. I'm still pretty damn happy with my picker because for me, I think that's the biggest bit of gold I've found in Canada so far. And I'm not willing to jump into bloody, you know, doing that
What?
is terrible. You've just been complaining to me about how cold you were. Hey, do not man up now.
It is actually really cold. I have a bad headache right now.
And like, I don't go swimming unless it's 35 degrees or over, and even then I'm like, should I put my board shorts on and go swimming? Well guys, that's all I have time for today. We've got to start making our way back out of the bush, and I hope this video has shown you how persistence can pay off in such a big way. No matter what type of gold prospecting you're doing, whether it be panning, metal detecting, sniping, or otherwise, persistence always pays off.
I'm so warm.
So until next time, guys, remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button to help me grow the channel bigger and better for you. Peace, and I am out.